Hello guys, my name is Stan, and today's video I wanted to talk about how important it is to actually take the first steps to achieve your goals and to get what you want in life, basically. Very often we don't know actually what will be the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth steps. I mean, very often we need to take the first step in order to get to understand what will be the next step. How many times you had this experience of starting something that you always wanted to start, but you kind of procrastinate and you start later than you actually wanted to start. And once you start this thing, let's say some sport that you always wanted to do, but something stopped you, so you start practicing this sport, but you feel that it's late, and you always kind of regret why I didn't start earlier. You always ask yourself, why I lose so much time and not actually start doing it? What was my insecurity or stuff like that? This could be, in your case, maybe some business that you always wanted to do, and once you kind of start this business, you figure it out that it would be much better idea to actually start as early as possible and gain the experience with time. But you always have to take the first step, and very often we procrastinate the first step. I would say one of the most difficult and one of the things that actually most stop most people, it's this, the resistance to take the first step. To take the first step, you kind of need to understand that you probably never gonna predict the future, and you will never gonna be able to know what you actually have to do before you actually start doing the thing that you know you have to do. And let me tell you, one of the most important qualities that I think person can have is to actually know what you have to do and do it when you know you have to do it, not when it's already late, because then you're not the person who take action, and you are losing precious time to actually get experience and to actually understand what will be your next step. But it all comes down to actually know what you have to do, and once you have enough information about something and you know the only thing that is stopping you, it's actually your emotions, your fear of something that it's not rational, then in my opinion you should definitely do the thing that you want to do. How to actually take the pressure of taking the first step? In my opinion, one couple of things that actually can help you, it's when you take the pressure of failing. If you're not so scared and if you care less of failure and you see a failure as a opportunities to learn and grow, then you will be a person who takes the first steps that are necessary, much easier with less resistance. But you need to understand that it is okay to fail. I mean, I would argue that you even need to fail. If you don't fail, you almost never learn. I'm not talking about like a big failures. Don't get me wrong, people sometimes fail, and in a very bad way, but don't be scared of irrational stuff to take action that the consequences are not a big deal, and you know they're not a big deal, but you're still scared. Then in my opinion you should act and do what you have to do. The other thing that will help you to take the first steps is to actually realize that you don't have time. There's no time. I mean, if you think about it, all the time in this planet, it's so short. You don't have time. I don't have time. A lot of people think, I mean, in a life you have enough time to do what you want to do, everything that you want to do, but because we lose so much time in procrastination or just doing stuff that are not important to us, we lose so much time that we probably end up in a situation when we actually realize that we lose so much time, and the time that is remaining, it's almost finished in a way. It's you lost so much time, so you don't have opportunity, you don't have time to lose more time. So you kind of need to realize that time is really precious, and you shouldn't allow yourself to lose your time. Did you know that inaction is actually action, and you need to kind of compare the consequences of you not acting or you not doing what you know you have to do, and you actually doing what you know you have to do, and what are the consequences of you not doing and staying in the place that you are, not acting on what you know you have to do, and the consequences of you actually doing the thing you want to do. Which is better, which is worse? You need to think about, because a lot of people are scared to take action, but actually not taking action, it's in a way you make a decision. You still make a decision to not do nothing. That's it, guys. So in the end of the day, you guys, you need to realize that, like I say, we have limited time. You need to wake up your adventure side, and you need to realize that if you're scared of something, in my opinion and in my experience, the only way to to deal with your fears is to actually do what you're afraid of. I know there's a lot of other like a cognitive therapy or stuff like that, but I find that one of the more effective practices or stuff that you can do to actually face your fear is to actually face your fear, and that's how it is. And many times we are afraid to take the first step, but I would argue that's the only way to progress is to actually take the first step. There's no magic. Anyway, guys, that's it. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.